and we were looking for his, and we couldn't find it. And we were looking and looking, and we couldn't find it. And there was a part of the cemetery that was, you could tell it was a really old part. And he died in like, 1865.
Look, these cars, they're the same.
I know, those are
Let's see
cool.
what they look like. He
Oh,
likes
Wonder
white
Bread.
cars, doesn't he?
We said they're all the same.
Yeah.
See, this car.
And we were walking that way to the old ones, and I stopped for some reason, and I turned around and I looked, and there it was. There was his tombstone, and it said that he was a veteran of the Battle of Waterloo against Napoleon.
How about
And I
that?
was like, how is that possible? I didn't, because I don't know much about the history of it. I just know the French were fighting, so we looked up the history. Sarah had me look it up online, and we read it. And I know Napoleon was French, and he was going through Europe, and they mounted an army at Waterloo. And there was one country, I can't remember, there was one country that was against the French, but there was 4 other countries that helped out. Because they didn't want Napoleon to win. They just all banded together. And one of the countries that helped out was Prussia. And that's who Peter Carl was from, and he was in the cavalry. And he was like 19 years old or something.
God.
And fought in that battle.
How about that?
Isn't that weird? And then you never knew it. And then his son did not like the government the way they were. They wanted freedom, and so his son said, "I'm going to America. I've heard that you can be free in America. I'm going to go." And so he said, "Okay, then we're taking the whole family. We're all going."
And
they got on a boat.
Settled in,
Yeah, they got on a boat in Europe, and they landed in Galveston. You always think everybody went to Ellis Island in New York. They say all the immigrants. No, but they didn't. So they came to Galveston, and they got on another boat. Almost got him.
I'm good at
They got on another boat, and they went up the Brazos. They went up the Brazos River on a boat, and they found some land in LaGrange, and they bought farmland,
well,
and that's where they settled. So.
well, we have on the Hinman side, it went all the way back,
Mm-hmm.
and it was my cousin Munson who did it, and he went all over the United States visiting courthouses.
The months that I know?
No. The Munson that was
Oh,
of
your
my
cousin.
age.
Oh, you're okay. The other generation.
Uh-huh. And he found more things about our family
Oh, I'm sure.
through that. But he found first that the man who came over here, who had been a sergeant in arms guarding the Queen, and why he decided to leave England, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he came over here,
Hey, look at
and they said that the Hinmans fought, and I can't remember how it was, but they fought in the Revolution against
The British?
the British,
Oh, wow.
and that there were more Hinmans from one state that were officers than any other name. Only it wasn't, it was Hinman then. But when he came over here, it was Inman. And he had H put on it.
Oh, really?
So for years and years and years, every Hinman in the United States was a descendant of this man.
Huh.
And then, but we found that another group have come into New Brunswick, and they put an H on their name.
So, does my mom have all that? Does she know
Oh yeah,
all
we have
this?
it all down. It's all in the up in Utah,
Oh, it's all there?
because he became a Mormon, I think, just to do all that,
Really?
because he was really good, and
We gotta go get all that.
he worked for what is the big name for for so long of computers. Wait, the first big name I remember,
What, Apple or
not Apple, before that,
IBM?
IBM. IBM.
yeah?
That's who he worked for. And he, how did he do that? Oh, I'll tell something else about it. IBM sent him when the Vietnamese went out, and those people over there had to go out into the water with boats because they couldn't get away. Well, and so many people needed to be saved.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when they brought them over here to America, IBM sent him to Washington, and he was the head of listing and informing, getting all the information on every